Before we get started with the podcast, we want to give a quick shout out to Quench. Whether you're in the gym, at the rink, on the field, or just trying to get through a long day, Quench is the perfect drink to keep you hydrated without the extra junk.
Check out quenchhydration.ca and be sure to use our code 24pod for 15% off at checkout. That's 24pod for 15% off at checkout. Stay hydrated with Quench. All right, 24 podcast. We are back and we are actually underway in the MLB regular season, and it's just the best feeling ever. And yeah, you can feel up the jersey. It's nice. It's nice, man.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not knocking it.
had to splurge on it a little bit. Got the first paycheck from work and the tax return, so splurged a bit. Got the white Cease jersey with the 50th anniversary patch, and this jersey's record is now 1-0
It is one of them.
after Sunday.
In person, we're talking?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
No, yeah. So if we're not counting,
Yeah,
if
'cause-
you ever get like a jersey and you count your record in it and you don't, and you
Oh,
count games
you're
that
the
you're not
biggest
attending,
loser ever.
I think it's worse than loser. Like you're just
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Like the whole point of counting is like, counting games you go to. But the fan feed app that I have, it says I'm 8-1 at Jays games. Based on my camera roll, I went to more than 9 games last year alone,
Yeah.
but I'm taking it. I'm 8-1.
I'll pull up mine because I know mine's more accurate.
Yeah.
But let's just talk about the game we were at first, or do you want to go game
I
by
think
game?
we'll just go. I think we'll go game by game. That'll probably be
okay.
Be easiest. I think.
My Blue Jays record 27-15.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good stuff.
Can't complain about that.
2-0 in playoffs. Might I add?
Same here. Yeah.
Might I add? But you know what? I'm 1-4 seeing the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oof.
0-4 seeing the Athletics.
We just saw the Jays beat the Athletics. So.
Yeah, 0-4 seeing the Athletics. I'm like the
Athletics
are 0-4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant with the Rays too.
Oh. Okay.
I think not to get it. 2-1 seeing the Leafs. The most unfortunate thing here, the two most. I'm 1-3 seeing the Steelers, and I am 3-0 seeing the Buffalo Bills.
Oh.
0-3 seeing the Yankees. There we go.
That's very good.
1-0 seeing the Alabama Crimson Tide. Great stuff.
Damn, what are you against Cincinnati Reds?
1-0.
Bang.
No, they won.
Shit.
Yeah, but no, we're not going to go through.
No, yeah, let's get right into the opening series and
yeah, home opener.
There was not ups and downs, but there was things to be very happy about, and there were some things to be concerned about, despite the fact that they swept them.
I would say very minimal.
And I think the biggest one for me wasn't the offense as a whole; it was a couple of people offensively, and well, not to blame the offense entirely, but obviously they lost the first game to Colorado. We're filming this on Tuesday, so they're playing right now. It's no score in the top of the fourth. But
yeah, I mean, so we watched the home opener together.
Yeah.
I would say very sort of boring game overall.
For being high scoring too. Or
that was a low scoring.
That was a 3-2, right?
Yeah. So not a very entertaining game really until the end when they won.
Yeah.
My biggest takeaway is second biggest I'll say is just the Jeff Hoffman flashbacks.
Yeah.
Those hit like real hard.
I'll have his back a little bit. It wasn't a bad pitch.
No, I still like him.
Langlier's also had he just had a weekend, but
yeah.
It doesn't matter whether it's a good pitch or a bad pitch. It brings back memories, and to add on to Hoffman,
dark memories.
Brendan Little.
Well, let's get into we got to wait.
Actually, yeah, we'll have a lot to say on that.
I think we could both agree the biggest takeaway from Friday night's game was Gausman.
I think the biggest takeaway from all the games is the starting pitcher.
Yeah,
Gausman on Friday.
I would say you're right. I would argue on Sunday it was the long ball. They homered 3 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, as a whole on the weekend, starting pitching was unreal.
Yeah. And do you want to know a little fact that I researched about these guys? So Gausman had 11 strikeouts.
Okay.
Cease had 12. and Lauer had 9. That number for each of them surpasses their season high from last year. Gosman's season high last year. Now, the other funny
Set
thing,
the bar high.
they all surpassed it by 1. Gosman's season
Okay.
high last year was 10.
So you really did look at
Cease's
this.
season high was 11, and Lauer's season high was
Yeah.
8. Truthfully, it didn't take that long research. You go to Stats Reference, you click game logs, and you
No,
just
I
sort
mean
by
that
strikeouts. But
is still
I
crazy.
just thought of it because I'm like, I don't remember Goss striking out this many guys last year. I looked at it, I'm like,
Yeah,
wait,
because
I'm like, okay, I'm right.
2
And
and 3
then,
years ago, he definitely did that a few
yeah,
times, right?
yeah. So then I'm like, okay, Cease, he gets a lot of strikeouts, but he didn't have a good year. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm right. And then I'm like, no way Lauer was anywhere close.
No.
And then he had one game where he had 8, and I'm like, what are the odds that they all
Yeah.
had one more
Yeah.
strikeout than their season high last year? So that, I don't know. The thing I'm just taking from that is, I mean, obviously it's opening weekend. You're all throwing with a ton of adrenaline
Exactly.
and excitement, but I
Especially.
genuinely think, at least with Gosman and Cease,
Yep.
they've kind of found maybe another level still at this point of their careers.
Yeah, I mean Gosman's a few years older, but
Yeah.
obviously I think that those two guys probably had the most juice too. Gosman's first time getting the ball opening day with the Jays,
And he was
home opener,
sitting 96,
and
no problem.
Cease's first appearance with the Jays.
Yep.
So they both had that kind of boost behind them.
Hmm.
Obviously, the crowd was great for all 3 games, and
I can't
it
remember who it was.
it made a
I think
difference.
it was Johnny from Game 14 said that the crowd
I think
for the home opener was equivalent to like the playoff crowds from last year. That's what he said
I
from
feel
in
like that might be a
person.
bit of a stretch.
I definitely think it is, but it's not far.
Yeah, no, because playoff crowds are just different, man. So
Playoff crowds are
uh,
different because they get louder way more often.
true. Okay, yeah, I would say maybe like
I guess like
the
if you're
peak
talking peak
loudness.
volume, yeah,
Sure,
but I do
the
agree
intensity
where
wasn't the
it's
same.
the biggest thing about the playoffs is the consistent high volumes
Yeah,
compared to
exactly.
the high volumes pretty much only on a home run or the final out.
I would argue the hype was pretty much there in the terms of like excitement for the game kind of thing.
They did a great job building that with the opening
Yeah, that
ceremonies.
pregame ceremony
The pregame
was
ceremony was
maybe a
insane.
little bit long,
Definitely a bit long
but
for sure.
it was really well done. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
So it looked cool. The stuff on the field, cool. Don't know how well some people could see. Not my problem. I saw it perfectly on the TV, um, which is funny because we have a slight argument later where we actually have opposite sides on that. But we will talk about that. Or
opposite
we could.
sides
Should we
of
talk about that now?
opposite sides of which
Well,
part?
you were talking just when I got here about the ABS.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess I'll mention that now. Um, I need every broadcast like organization, whatever you want to call
Oh,
them,
every.
they all need to get rid of the strike zones on the TV because the thing with ABS is, and I've been kind of paying attention to it because I wondered how accurate it would be. Every time there's an ABS challenge, the ball crosses the plate and like through the strike zone, the same spot on ABS as it does through the strike zone on TV. Meaning, if you're watching on TV and a guy challenges it, as long as you were paying attention to that pitch and you're paying attention to where it hit the strike zone or didn't, you know what the result of the challenge is going to be. It's really exciting being in person and you're sitting there and you have no idea what it's going to be until you see it on the screen with everyone. I want to have that same experience watching at home. I don't want to know already what it
Yeah.
is.
So
And that's the feeling I've been having.
I actually have two counter arguments. One, for the most part, you are right in the sense of where you know, but actually on those close ones, you can't really tell from the TV where it's
On
just
the
a
like
few inch different,
hairline, yeah, on those ones,
which
but
are the most exciting, but also tough, like the most like the
rare.
rarest ones.
Yeah.
My second argument is if you don't want to deal with it, go to the game. I told you I would say that. So,
I mean,
um,
and it's
obviously not
a
everyone
shitty
can.
argument, but
Yeah, it is. No, it is. I just told you I was going to
um,
say that, but because obviously not everyone
yeah,
can go to the
and don't
game.
get me wrong, like I'm not like seriously butthurt or pissed off about it. It's just
No,
like one
it,
small thing I'd kind of like
it'd
to
be a
see.
cool factor.
Yeah, because I like some spring training games they didn't have the strike zone up, and I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, this is kind of cool because when they challenge, I'm like, I genuinely have no clue, especially with that. Like with the Jays broadcast angle, I have a pretty good idea because I'm so used to watching games.
yeah,
But when you're going to the different stadiums, and you're not used to seeing the
That's a
ball
good
go
point.
through, you're not going to know. With the strike zone, you're going to
Yeah.
have a much better idea. So just like to see that change. But
I think the easiest ones to tell would be the head-on ones, like Tampa Bay, for example, where the camera angle is straight on.
you think that'd be the hardest?
No, easiest
Oh yeah,
to
yeah,
to see where, because
yeah.
obviously not for height, but for like
In and out.
horizontally.
Yeah,
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 if
hundred
it
percent.
crosses the plate.
Yeah. But to go back anyways to the opening series,
Yeah.
it was just dominant on the pitching side, and the Athletics are not a bad lineup at all. They are a very, very good lineup. They just
No,
clearly had some extra swing and miss than usual.
we were
Not
waiting
really
all
sure
weekend
why.
for them to kind of explode at some point, and it just didn't happen.
It No, it didn't. And I mean, they held Nick Kurtz quiet. I mean, he might have had one hit,
Say
and
his name
everything else
fast.
was walks.
Yeah.
Brent Rooker was he couldn't touch anything. Um, Jacob Wilson even was striking out a lot for his standards. Like
Yep.
that's where I think it wasn't just on the Athletics. It genuinely was Gosman, Season
Yeah.
Lauer hitting their spots, having their really good stuff. Because, like I said, a guy like Jacob Wilson, he has the second lowest strikeout rate in baseball last year, only higher than Luis Arise, or
Yeah.
yeah, higher than Luis Arise. So he doesn't swing and miss. So for him to be doing that, Jay's pitchers are doing something
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I mean, I just think when you think of 50 combined strikeouts over 3 games, that just sounds absurd.
It is absurd.
Like,
It's like an
yeah,
average
no, it
of
is.
it's an average of like 16.7
That is
or 16.8
crazy.
strikeouts a game.
That is
It's
crazy.
ridiculous.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they provided also good entertainment
Oh
with the
yeah.
2 walk-offs, I'd say.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then yeah, Dylan Cease, pretty much as good as you can ask for to make a first impression.
Yeah. He
Everything was
was
there,
and everything was
and
nasty.
I really hope just people don't start expecting that every single time, because that's not going to be the case, no
You
matter
know
who
they
you
will.
are.
You know they will.
Yeah, probably. But like, just as an example, the best pitcher in baseball, in my opinion, and I feel like at least half of baseball's
Paul
opinion, Paul
Skeens.
Skeens, his opening day went horribly,
And
and
that's putting it lightly.
he consistently gets in between 6 to 10
12,
strikeouts.
6 to
12,
12,
yeah.
really. I've had him on
So
fantasy, and the amount of times I saw 10, 11 strikeouts.
yeah,
Base hit
hey,
from
there we go,
Vladdy. There we
Vladdy,
go.
and he hit that hard too. But
Yeah, he did.
great stuff from him, and then follow that up with another walk off where they were down.
Yeah,
They
and,
showed the
and
comeback
I
kids
will
there.
say the
Yeah,
offense for me personally has been a little tough to watch, if you will, early on, just compared to last year.
yeah.
But that comeback, while them also feeling tough to watch for me, is what gives me confidence that there's not going to be a problem, and I haven't thought
No,
that once.
I'm not worried
Um,
either.
like a guy like Addison Barger right now is 0 for 12. His at bats have not really been that bad. His like
No,
in terms of what you look at with Barger, like he's a guy that used to chase. He's not chasing. He's being more selective. He's just off to a cold start. But you could look at a guy like Vladdy. Normally gets off to a slow start, average and power wise. Average wise, he's off to a good start.
yeah.
Okamoto's off to a good start.
Well,
Luke,
he's off to an
great
unreal
start.
start. Yeah,
Lucas has looked good. Springer kind of slow, but the power is
the
there,
power's there.
which is a big
He's
thing.
hitting like a forehead.
Yeah, he is. And like I'd rather you at least be able to show the power early on because the average I find easier to come than the power.
Yep,
Um, Sanchez has looked fantastic.
he's
Kirk,
been great, average and power.
yeah,
We
Kirk,
we
and
saw
good,
his
just good at
we
bats.
saw his first bomb, and that was
It
sick.
was like
And
pissed on.
obviously, we can only see so much from where we're sitting, but you watch it back on TV, and obviously you saw everyone's seen the Popkins reaction video. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, that was
Like,
a plus
and
swing.
for how much it cleared the fence, like it didn't clear by much. We like right off the bat, I'm like,
We
oh
had a
my god,
pretty,
I'm like,
yeah,
oh, that's gone.
yeah,
And we were like 16th row of the 500s,
yeah.
but
We weren't close or
um,
nothing, but
even Ernie's off to a sneaky, like decent start. Like not
yeah,
fantastic, but
not bad.
it's not terrible. Schneider looks fine. He homered last night.
Yeah,
Jimenez, like what a start for
yeah.
him. Like that's where there's not many guys who have had bad starts. It's guys just aren't hitting 500 because that's what the expectations have been coming into this year, unfortunately.
I would say Ernie's kind of off to the start where, um, yeah, he's not having the success he would necessarily hope or expect, but he's super close to it. That it probably makes it feel a lot more attainable for him.
Yeah, Okamoto. Oh no,
Okamoto.
I think the thing with Ernie that I was talking with my brother the other day, and he's like, people are expecting him to have be as good as he was in the playoffs and to hit 330. I said, all he needs to do, if he can reach double digit home runs and hit 285, based on
It's
his
great
numbers
stuff.
last year and
Yeah.
what his WAR was, that's a 5-win player. I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
people
great stuff.
realize like that's not
It's a
like
lot of wins.
something to bat an eye about. Like that, like for example, Bo Bichette, he's like a 2.5, 3
Well,
win player. And don't get me wrong,
he's had a rough
he's
go.
had a very rough go. But just to tell you, in his best years, Bo's been like a 3.5, 4 win player. Ernie's a higher win player than him. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot because of the defense, but still, it doesn't matter. The guy's winning you an extra game.
No,
But
exactly.
to go to Bo quick, wow, what a bad start.
Yeah,
And
rough start.
did you see how the fans are taking it?
Yeah, they're booing him. He seemed
He
fine
took it
with it.
well.
He
He
took it
took it
well.
very
I
well.
mean, as a player coming into a new city, you don't really have a choice. What are you gonna do? Get on
Yeah,
the
but
fans'
also
pit?
as a fan base, like
No. Yeah,
you're
but
booing this guy 3 games into
we
his
all
tenure
we
with
know
you.
New York fans are idiots.
The Mets fans are the Leaf fans of the MLB.
Um, I would say more Phillies fans,
Yeah, it's kind of
but
6 to 1, half
either
a
either
dozen.
way, like, um, and like, but Bo can't take that bad. It's like, well, yeah, he's the new guy. Yeah, he's getting paid a lot of money,
Yeah,
and but fans also got to realize it's 3 games in, and
and
as
he
Blue
normally
Jays fans,
starts
we're sitting
slow.
here going, he's gonna be more than fine.
He normally starts slow, and the thing is, there are positive signs. Like he's having those 13 pitch at bats where he's fouling
I
balls
did see
off.
that one.
Um,
I only saw that once,
like
but
he does have swing and miss. As much as Bo will foul off pitches like there's no tomorrow, he when he's in those at bats, there's such little room for error because he's typically so late, barely fouling them off, that he does strike out more often. Like not more
yeah,
often than not, but like more often than you think. Um, and people kind of forget how much he strikes out with how good his contact is. But the guy's going to be fine.
yeah,
He's also, I'm just saying, he's hitting third. If the Mets move him to second, I guarantee you he'll take off because he never hit well hitting third for Toronto.
no,
Never once.
no,
He always hit well 2 and 4.
yeah,
Never anywhere else. Even in the leadoff spot, he wasn't bad, but he was not as good as he was 2 and 4.
yeah.
So I guarantee you, you know, move him to put Soto 3, and the Mets will be fine. Regardless, I think the Mets are going to be fine.
Well, the Mets aren't even off to a bad start,
Exactly.
but
So if Bo can get going, I mean, they're going to be a force.
probably not. It's the Mets. They always find a way to choke.
True, but who knows? Maybe it's their year
But
finally.
not to go in real quick. Sunday's game, we saw the most vintage George Springer
Yeah, dude.
first pitch, Yabo.
KKK first pitch Yabo.
Yeah,
Like you can't paint a
Ernie,
better
what are
start
we
to a game.
swinging at, dude? That was a 3 feet above the zone.
Oof. You can't
Um,
paint a better start to a game
yeah, no,
than
not at
that.
all. That was great stuff.
Yeah,
Look at that.
that's terrible.
But um, yeah, no, Sunday's game. I I would argue it was, I don't know, maybe just because the home runs. I would argue it was the best game to be at on the weekend from a game perspective.
Yeah, like I think the only other one that
Comeback,
like don't get me wrong, I wouldn't have minded Saturday with the
all
comeback
three were
and
good.
the C start. Yeah, I think like truthfully,
There's not a game I would have been mad
yeah,
to be
like
at.
if you picked any of those games, I think if anything, the only one you maybe like you can't even say you'd be disappointed about the home opener because it's the
It's a
home
walk
opener.
off.
You had all the
Well, I think we're
you had all the
focusing on just the
ceremonies.
game.
No, I know,
I'm
but I'm
talking
saying
just
in
the
turn
game here.
for me, I can't think of just the game. I think of when I go to a
Well,
game, what am I getting for
well,
what
then
I'm paying
obviously I'd
for?
rather go to the home opener.
What, but even then, like the game itself was not like if you are talking just game, yeah, home opener in my opinion is
Well,
last.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
If
but
we're picking just a specific day, I'm going to the home opener 10 out of 10 times over Sunday and Saturday.
well, I guess yeah, but yeah.
No,
So yeah, I guess if you're talking just the game, Saturday or Sunday for sure.
yeah,
Definitely not Friday.
nothing to be mad about
Um,
though, really.
no, there like the only thing you could like I don't know like okay, there's one thing you can be mad about after the weekend.
Yesterday.
Well, and I
Oh,
guess the weekend and Monday, and it's Brendan Little.
yeah,
He has given Blue
he's
Jay
been
fans
rough.
every reason to give up on him. unfortunately.
Sort of.
And I haven't been outgoing about it, but I have been trying in my mind to have faith in him and think he's going
I'm
to rebound, and he's not.
I'm
And
just
he's
staying down low on him for now.
like but my problem is, and it kind of someone pointed it out last year. I don't know who it was. Little was throwing 96, 97 in spring training, and all regular season he couldn't get over 94. This year he suddenly developed this 98-mile-an-hour four seam top of the zone, and he can't get over 94 miles an hour again in the regular season. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
why. I don't know what it is. I think he hit like 96, but it's on a sinker, and he's not throwing the four seam up.
okay.
So he's getting back into that state where he was last year, where it's sinker down, curveball down, and guys are just literally set
Okay.
on the bottom third of the zone, and they won't swing at anything else. And
Makes sense, huh?
I mean, that's why I got pissed when Langley's hit the grand slam, and my dad's like,
Wasn't watching them, but yeah.
my dad was like, it wasn't even a bad pitch. I'm like, the way I'm thinking about it is he can't throw a strike, and the only pitches he's throwing are forcing hitters to think bottom third. That
Yeah,
makes a curveball
that
below the
works.
zone way easier to sit on
To
and
pick
hit.
up too. Yeah.
Um, and then, yeah, was it a terrible pitch? No, but it wasn't good. And Langley's took advantage, and I mean, he had a weekend as well.
Yeah, he had a weekend.
He was swinging hot bat. He might be the Cal Raleigh of this year.
For the most part, he just kind of kept the A's in the games.
Yeah, he carried them.
Yeah, he definitely carried them because there really wasn't a whole lot from anyone else.
No, like
But
I'm trying to think of who else really did anything on the A's.
yeah, I
Soderstrom
don't really
had a
know.
couple good at bats, but
Um,
that's really it
yeah,
for
like
the
Butler didn't
Athletics.
do anything.
No, he has really regressed.
Yeah, which I like him. So
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because I love watching him play,
yeah,
but
but
um,
we can talk quickly about last night. Just a ugly game. They're
well,
kind of due for one of those.
before we get into that, do we want to do the thing that I came up with, since it technically just covers the weekend series,
Are we just doing like
the
per series?
MVP and so yeah, we'll do it per week, but technically the weekend series will be last week's, and then the Rocky series and White Sox series. We'll pick
I
one
think I
from
think
that.
we got to just do it by series.
Okay, we can do that. So the thing I just came up with, it's nothing like revolutionary, is kind of an MVP and a Cy Young of each series. So MVP is really realistically just a position player, someone that maybe they had one big moment or they were kind of carrying the offense the whole series. And then a Cy Young could be a starter from a single start or a bullpen guy who maybe pitched two or maybe three times in a series. So, and we're gonna try and pick different guys for each one. So, Judah, who's your MVP of this
MVP
series?
Okamoto.
I like that.
Yeah, good first
I
weekend.
mean, I got
Yeah, great first weekend.
see, I'm stuck between two, but I'm gonna give it to the guy that at least had a walk off. I'm gonna give it to Andres Jimenez.
That was my second pick.
He swung a fantastic bat, and
Yeah, dude.
I will give an honorable mention from both of us, because I know you agree, to Jesus Sanchez, because he did get off to a very good start.
Yep. He hit a
Um,
double play.
but yeah, so Andres Jimenez is going to be my pick.
Who's your Cy Young? I'll let you go first on this one.
Okay, so Cy Young, um, I want to go with the new one, but I'm going to go classic Kevin Gosman.
I can't believe you left Dylan Cease.
Well, the reason being is because Cease is a big strikeout guy. And I mean, he's been top league in strikeouts the last 5 years, no matter what his ERA's been.
I
Gosman
guess
is a little less consistent on the higher strikeout games. He's more like 6, 7, 8.
that was more just
So
last year, to be
him,
honest.
but for him to get to 11, it's like vintage
I
Gauze, like bringing it all the way
It
back.
was
So
really only last year that he was low on strikeouts. Because last year was a good year,
yeah,
but an off
but I'm saying like
strikeout
even
year.
his like good years, like he wasn't
Was he?
consistently 10, 11, 12, like those numbers. So it
Yeah.
was like vintage
I don't
Gauze
know. Kind of
sitting
feels like he
sitting
was.
96, 97. Like
But
I'm gonna
on
take Gauze. I know who
okay,
you're gonna take.
yeah, it's Cease. Realistically, it's a coin flip.
Yeah,
I feel like both guys shoved. Unfortunately, one more K, and I would take Lauer if he got that double digits. I would take him
yeah,
just of
yeah,
how unexpected it was.
yeah,
Honestly, like I wouldn't even be mad if you were to take him. Like, dude was lights out still
yeah. He
from a
was
guy who you
fantastic.
had the least expectations out of too, right?
Oh, 100%.
So
Yeah, no, I guess Gosman did get a lot. Yeah, he had 2 13 strikeout games, a 12, few 11s, a 10. That was in 2023. So that's kind of the last time he's done that. So it has been a little bit since we've seen that from him. But
like I said,
um,
last season was off here, and then before that he was. I feel like I
so it
stated
would have
that.
been the last 2 seasons,
2023.
2025,
Oh,
2024.
oh, okay, yeah, no.
But
I'm thinking
you
of
were on the right
I'm thinking
track.
calendar years,
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
season
yeah, yeah.
years.
You're on the right
Yeah.
track.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, I think those obviously these picks will get more fun to talk about as the year goes on, and as someone like who knows, Tyler Heineman has a series good enough that we can talk
I
about
would
him.
love to take Tyler
But
Heineman.
obviously,
That would kind of concern me if he plays more than 2 games a series, though,
yeah, it would. But it's just kind
or
of
two in
something
general.
something fun to throw in there to try and um, you know um, show off kind of a good performance from whether it's pitcher or bullpen guy,
Yeah.
or offensively. Because again, Vladdy wasn't mentioned in this, and
No.
he's a guy that he's as fair game to mention as anybody
It's
else.
not like
So
he didn't have a piss poor weekend or nothing like that. But I'm okay if we don't get to pick Vladdy that often, to be honest with
same
you.
here, and
I mean,
I'm very happy if by the time we're talking next week, we've picked. By the time we're talking next week, we'll have 2 series to recap. So we'll have 2 Cy Youngs and two
if
MVPs. But
Vladdy forces us to just go lizard, like just with him MVP every series, like I'm okay with that too.
that is true.
But
So
but
yeah, so we're gonna try
if
and do
not, like
this.
it's not the end of
So
the world.
my original thought was to do this for like a whole week, but we're gonna do it for the series. So
Yeah,
next,
series is
we're
just easier to keep
like we
track
said,
of.
we're moving to one pot a week. So next week we'll talk about the Rockies series and the White Sox series. So go through each one. We'll have an
Yeah,
MVP and a Cy Young for each one. But as Judah was saying earlier, we'll move on to what happened yesterday.
yeah, they were just kind
And
of due for it, man.
not only that, but it just starts horribly with the Cody Ponce injury, who was, by
Yeah,
the way,
that's a good.
he looked fantastic in his
He
return to the
did.
team.
He looked real
He
good,
looked good. He looked
and
he just looked
he was
happy.
smiling out there, man.
Why are him and Jesus Sanchez? I don't know if they're just two of the happiest guys in the world, or if they just play for the Toronto Blue Jays and it makes them really happy.
Both,
like
both, man.
like the
But
vibes on this
also,
team.
dude, I didn't, I haven't seen a whole lot of Cody Ponce. Like, I never went back and watched his highlights, and I never
I
got
did.
the opportunity to watch him in spring. So this was my first time like really seeing him on a mound. He's a monster of a human,
He's a monster, and
dude.
he
He looks
his
like
cutter is like a slider too.
he looks like he's built like LeBron.
Yeah, and dude,
I'm actually
he
going to look
also
right now and see how big he is. But
he runs around like he's built like LeBron
yeah,
too.
you know what? You could
like
his agility is not there, but that's okay.
no back to back pitches.
6'6", 255.
He stumbles down the
That's a
mound.
tight
He
end, dude.
stumbles down. That's George Kittle's brother-in-law. Keep that in mind.
Oh, actually,
Yeah, George Kittle was at the game.
no way. That's
Yeah,
kind of sick.
yeah,
But
they're
dude, that's
brother-in-laws.
massive.
But two of the most unathletic plays I've
Oh,
ever seen.
yeah, that was rough.
Stumbling down the mound, and then the next
Well,
pitch, he bobbles the ball and it's tough to watch because Ernie was right there, ready to make the play.
yeah,
Bobbles it, tries to recover, and then he, does the damage to his knee. And then it was after that he looked 10 times more unathletic, which is fair
yeah.
because his knee's busted.
Quick sidetrack. Unfortunately, though, Cody Ponce, you come in second and third for most unathletic plays of the week because the one spot goes to Chris Bassett, where it was so bad you started making up names in the group chat, telling us what he
Whoa, whoa,
did.
whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't make up
Oh
anything.
no, me and Will both said you were making stuff up.
That's just you guys not knowing ball.
That's not knowing ball. That's
Anyone
bringing up
who
a double-A player and us
Anyone who
expecting
is
to
a
know who
fan
it
of
is.
baseball
Knows
understands the Orion Kirkering throw to the
no,
plate,
not even
Phillies
close.
Dodgers
Not
last year.
not even
Yes,
close.
they do.
No.
So I sent a text to the group chat and said, Chris Bassett just channeled his inner Orion Kirkering.
I mean, we'll go. You're making stuff up, dude.
And I said, no, I'm not. And by the way, did you ever search up Orion Kirkering's name and look at the clip?
Nope. I know the clip.
Well,
I've seen it, but
clearly
no
not.
one's heard of that pitcher before.
All right.
I don't know when you got a cap, but it
Judah's
got on the
speaking for
keyboard there.
everybody over here. What?
I don't know when you got a cap, but it got on the keyboard
I
there.
mean, you want to say I don't know ball. I know his name and you don't.
I don't know if that's a matter of knowing ball.
That's exactly known ball. Anyways, Ponce
Oh my goodness.
is
Oh, that wasn't
so
planned.
he's expected to be out
A significant
long
amount of
term,
time.
a
I don't know what
significant
that
amount of
means.
time. I don't think he pitches again. I don't
Um,
know.
I don't think so either because even if he was quote unquote able to pitch by I don't know September, it's like he's gonna have to do a whole rehab,
When they're
and
talking about
then
surgery,
yeah. So the
and
Jays are getting multiple opinions on it.
yeah,
They're gonna
it's
kind of
gonna be
collaborate
surgery.
on how bad the MRA is, and then what treatment he needs for it, and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
I mean,
All
I want people to remember Marcus Stroman tore his ACL in spring training, and it was a miracle that he came back late in the regular season.
yeah, I
Like
mean,
based on that timeline,
also
if Ponce has to get surgery, and
yeah.
just with his body size, he's probably not going to heal as fast as
I was,
Stroman. He's not going to heal like
my
Stroman.
next point
If he gets surgery, he's
was
got to
that
be done.
the ACL on a dwarf is half the size of Ponce's.
Yeah. Well, and to be fair, at that point, Stroman was very likable, so I'm not going to shit talk him from then.
At that point
But
in time, yeah, but he's
you know,
old now, so
he was way more athletic.
it was
He
super.
was shorter.
It was cool when
It's
Strowman did that.
easier, yeah. Like it's easier for him to heal faster. If Ponce gets surgery, I have no doubt in my mind he's probably done.
No,
However,
at that point, you just
um,
hope he comes back, can
we,
be healthy for 2026 season or
exactly,
seven.
and we have the
My
depth
bad.
to, protect him. Bieber's going to be back. Yeah, Savage will be back. Now that Ponce goes down,
Barrios' spot is open.
I was going to say my take of Barrios probably not making a
That
start.
lasted long.
Like, well, to be fair,
That.
I made, but you can't sit there and say it's a dumb take. If they have a fully healthy staff, it's not.
Well, but
But
you can't assume that.
I didn't really account for
No,
injuries,
you
to be
also.
honest with you.
That's not. I wasn't thinking that either, so I'm
Yeah,
not
if I was
gonna.
accounting for injuries, I wouldn't have thought that at all.
Hey,
But
you think the Jays can
um,
score here?
you would think.
Honestly, I'm
So,
sorry. I know
I
he's
mean,
been good, but
it's
can we bunt Jimenez here?
yeah.
I know he's been good,
He's
but
1 for 1 though too.
I know, but we just need second and third one out. We need to
Yeah.
score, man.
Um,
You need to
but
force runs in at this
but
point.
yeah, I didn't obviously account for the injuries. So Barrios, you
Heineman's
know,
working his way to MVP. He pitched last night and he
that's
got a
true.
single.
That's true.
Let's go.
He's gonna win MVP and Cy Young for us. um, but the spot's open for Brios, and obviously with Lauer pitching as well as he did, and Scherzer pitching fairly decent here tonight. I mean,
So far, knock on wood.
the two guys who are supposed to be depth that are obviously starting to start the year for the
Yeah,
guys that are injured, they're the ones looking really good that they might make it tough for Barrios.
they're also
But
not really going to be depth. They're just going to be starters, kind of.
yeah,
At least for a good bit.
yeah. I mean, I don't. I think now, as much as I was super excited to watch Ponds, the one thing I am happy that probably comes from this is Eric Lauer probably doesn't get traded anymore, because I know there were rumors about that.
Okay, I thought you were going to go somewhere different. I thought you were going to say, and this would be my thing, is that I'm excited to possibly see like the potential of what Brios can do if he can have a good season. That's where I was going to go with that because he's never
Yeah,
maybe he has. I don't know for sure. He just hasn't really seemed to have one of those consistent, steady, lights out seasons we know he can have with the Jays.
yeah. I think my thing with Barrios is with assuming that Lauer and Scherzer can keep up what they're doing for their next 2-3 starts. And obviously, when you Savage and Bieber come back, they're going to slot into the rotation, be given their shot. Where does Brios slide in if no one's struggling? That's where
I mean,
it's tough for him. So that's where, but Lauer at the same time, he, as much as he wants to start, he will go to the bullpen. So
yeah.
I think as soon as Brios is healthy, Lauer is
I
straight to the
also
pen.
just think the odds of no one struggling or also
Oh,
getting
they're slim
hurt
to
is
none.
just exactly.
Yeah, they're slim to
So
none.
now, if that's the case, I mean, great stuff.
I mean,
But yeah,
I think what's more realistic that I didn't even think about is
Scherzer.
but when Brios is coming back, they'll just take their time letting him rehab in AAA until someone starts struggling, and then they'll just call him up.
Maybe, but you can't let him sit there forever.
No, not at all. Like I'm talking like till like June.
Yeah,
Like he can't sit
I
there
think he'll be
forever.
back before then. And then again, I don't know his injury. I just I didn't think it was that major from my
But I'm more so just
impression.
trying to make the point of like they can take their time
They're not
with
going to.
him. They
Yeah,
don't have to
I
rush.
don't think there's a reason to rush him
No,
unless things are going really bad. And even still, you can't really rush him. You can't rush a guy coming back from injury.
no. Like Bieber, the only hard thing is with Ponce going down, the Jays are basically down to a 4-man rotation. Now
Yeah,
I
I did
have
want to
heard.
talk about what they're going to
Um,
do with this. Is it going to be a
so
Varland start?
I've heard that Lazaro Estrada has a locker in the Jays locker room right now. So, and I
Okay.
actually had put this in here. I thought it was going to be one of Tiedemann or Estrada,
Well,
re-
Tiedemann's not healthy.
which I didn't know if he was fully healthy yet or not. That's why I still put him in just in case.
Okay.
The reason I had Tiedemann or Estrada because they both have 2 or 3 options left. Mako and Blotz only have an option left, so that's risky for Toronto to do. So that's why I figured it was going to be Estrada or Tiedemann, and I
Okay.
figured it would be Estrada because I didn't think
Yep.
Tiedemann was ready, but I wasn't sure. So I'm assuming Lazaro Estrada will come up and probably be that 5th starter and have a like kind of he'll go like 4, maybe 5, and then it's bullpen
Yeah. See,
until someone's healthy.
I thought about this for maybe like 5 minutes without my phone to look at any rosters, names, anything like that. But once I heard the news, I was just kind of thinking what they were going to do. The only thing that I was really able to muster up was go with the Varland start.
Yeah,
Because he can get you 2, 3, 4 is probably pushing it, but depending on his pitch count, it's doable. So I wasn't sure if they were going to go that direction, but what you just said makes more sense. But obviously, I didn't have the time
yeah.
to really look into it either.
Yeah. Now, Spencer Miles also he did start a bit in college, so I could
Okay.
see them doing a Estrada Miles piggyback kind of game as well.
Yeah.
In that 5 spot because Miles has looked pretty good.
The other thing too is
Um,
that um, you can kind of shift Farland to a longer guy for the time being
yeah, you could if you had
because
to. They talked about him
he's
being
the
a starter. Yeah.
exactly that's what I'm saying. He's the one guy who you can count on for length.
Yeah,
He started that. I could be wrong. I don't think I am, but he started that game 4 versus New York in ALDS, right?
he did. Him and Mason Miller
So
have a weirdly identical story. They both started as starting pitchers, couldn't figure it out.
I
They
am
both got changed into bullpen guys. Both started throwing absolute fuzz, and
fuzz.
then both their teams had thought about changing them back into a starting
I
pitcher.
am so glad Mason Miller's not a starting pitcher.
Oh, dude, I feel like I'll be honest. I feel like he wouldn't transition that well, but still, if he did, that's guaranteed 7 shutty.
The thing is that most guys end up in the bullpen for a reason,
Yeah,
right? Because the
they're
starting
guys that they simply have it for one inning, maybe 2.
everyone starts as a starter, right?
Everybody does.
Everyone does.
There is not a single person, and nobody will convince me this. There is not a single person who grows up saying, "I want to be a bullpen pitcher." If anything,
It's a closer.
there's the odd person that'll say they want to be a closer, and even that, very, very rare.
I mean, there was when I was at Fanshawe, big baseball here, but I was pretty content being the closer. When you lead the league in saves, that's pretty cool stuff, man.
He had 2 saves.
No, I didn't.
That's what it said on the
Oh,
website.
maybe I did. Top 5 in ERA. You know what's funny? I led the league in saves, but I was either tied or in second on my team in innings.
That's
But
crazy.
OCA baseball is weird, man.
Oh
But
yeah. Did
um,
you play 7 or 9 innings? No.
7 because they're all doubleheaders.
Oh yeah.
When it, I know that when it is one, we didn't do that. But when it is one game, not playoffs, but when it's a regular season one game, it is 9.
Okay.
But doubleheaders are 7
Okay, gotcha.
because it's weird now because a few teams dropped their programs going into this past season.
Yeah.
So now you play each team 3 times, a doubleheader and then a solo.
Oh.
So yeah, I just know. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Yeah, makes sense.
Saginaw's goalie is standing on his head, according to Will.
Oh, sucks
They're,
for Kitchener.
oh yeah,
um,
33 saves going into the third. That
that's
is
crazy.
standing on your head. Bases loaded. Who's up?
1 out, 4.
Sanchez.
And they're making a pitching change.
Yeah, probably
But
not a bad
while
idea.
while they're making that pitching change, let's kind of go into a bit of a preview of the series with the White
I
Sox.
was gonna say let's predict what he's gonna do here.
Might as well do that quick.
Double play.
Sack fly.
No, I was actually just gonna go sack fly. I feel like
Sack
it's safe.
sack fly or 2-run single.
Okay.
We'll see.
They need to run this inning, dude.
Yeah, just get a
You
run
can't
home.
go this long because let's be real, most of the runs they scored yesterday were quote unquote garbage time.
Yeah. However, at least like it was from guy. It wasn't from like Vladdy, who we don't need to see that. It was from a guy like Davis, where it's like, okay, good swing from Davis early
Yeah,
on, another good swing from
helps his
like Okamoto.
confidence.
Yeah,
He's yeah, okay, he can go back and be like, oh, I hit this garbage time against this guy, but realistically, that's not the moment. You show up to the next year, the next day, and
yeah.
it's like, okay, yeah, we lost, but like I didn't go
You know
yard.
what's also crazy is Davis Schneider's only had about 730 at bats in his career, which I thought it was way more. But that's about the number that an everyday starter would have in a full season. He's got like 32 home runs. So
Yeah,
can't really complain. Like it's been
no,
sneaky.
yeah,
He gets in there, he does his job. But
yeah. Okay, White
um
Sox series. They
White
play
Sox series,
Thursday, off day Friday, Saturday,
yeah.
Sunday.
So we'll start with the projected starters. Thursday, Dylan Cease versus Sean Burke. Now, this is not necessarily confirmed yet. This is I went through the Jays first like lineup through the rotation and just put it back in
Well,
order.
okay, yeah. So
Um
I'll go on the score.
yeah, so
Season
it is
Burke,
Cease and Burke. That
that's
was
for sure.
confirmed. I saw that. Saturday wasn't yet confirmed for me.
No, that's probably too far. Allowing Anthony K.
I got that too. Bang. There we go. Former
Yeah.
Blue Jay Anthony K.
Um,
And then Sunday is going to be the probably the Miles or Estrada
no one confirmed.
versus Davis Martin.
Okay. So
Davis Martin is who should be lined up because he pitched
okay.
after Anthony K the first time.
So I do like the Jays and all pitching matchups. Obviously, I don't think that's a shocker, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say the Jays have the upper hand on Sunday just because we don't
Um,
know what Estrada's going to
I
be.
would still kind of argue they
Davis
do,
Martin's okay. He's not
but
terrible, but the there's no excuse
to not win
to
two.
not win two.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
have to win two. I think Dylan Cease realistically, I think gets you a win on Thursday. It's the White Sox home opener. So he's just going to send them
Just
home crying.
honestly, for the most, and Cease's return to. Nah, maybe not.
I don't think it's
Maybe
his
not.
return, but
He's going
whether
back to a
it's
place he
the
played.
return or not, he's returning to
Oh,
the place he
there's a
left.
single.
2-run single. That was one of my 14 picks.
There we go.
Oh no, only one.
That's okay.
That's okay. It's a run.
Flatty.
Bang.
Just gonna see how long
um,
you're leaving me hanging for, but that's a,
um, but yeah, Sean Burke actually was decent last year for the White Sox.
that'd be a great
But
time for your first homer, Vlad.
is that him?
That would be a great time for your first homer.
Yeah, no
I
shit.
know it's not as cool as the Yankees in the
I'm
playoffs, but a grand slam would be cool here too.
yeah.
But yeah, no,
I'm expecting another pretty solid start. That's a good swing.
yeah, it was.
Another good start from Cease. I think
Yeah,
Lauer and Anthony K. K is another. He's like similar to a Pond story where couldn't really do it in the majors. Went overseas for couple years, and then he came back.
figured it out.
His
And
first start wasn't great, so I think I think he is what people expected Ponce to be, and that's not working out. Ponce looked like he was going to be pretty good
yeah,
in the spring and for his first start till he got hurt. Anthony K looks like a guy that is not going to be good, and I think the Jays are going to like just hammer him
well, you
on
don't know the
Saturday.
Jays that well then, because if you know how this Jays team works,
True, they would get no hit by him.
they're gonna get no
Yeah,
hit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
no,
I'm
realistically, they
um
should hit him hard,
yeah, he's a
right?
lefty. He doesn't throw super hard.
Yeah,
And then Lauer starting for Toronto again.
I
He doesn't throw hard,
I
but
like him to have success again, man. Like
Lauer's just steady.
I'd be surprised if we can't get 5 of a run or 2 out of him.
Yeah, like Lauer's steady. He's gonna locate. He's gonna get weak contact. The odd time he'll get some strikeouts, and he's gonna give you a chance to win. That's what he did last year, and that's why I didn't want them to trade him because the
No,
guy has been so underrated for us
exactly.
last year and now into the start of this year.
Hitters
So
count to Vlad here 2-1.
2-1 pitch from Hill,
Good
up and in,
take.
3-1.
3-1. Vladdy's gonna
This is
mash
a
here.
huge
He's
moment
gonna
here.
mash or he's gonna walk.
Live reaction. I feel like we're
Yeah.
live streaming, but
All
we'll
right, let's
break
work
in
on
the
our
pod.
broadcasting.
I do that enough by myself.
You know what? No one forced you to admit that.
I don't actually.
You put a mirror in front of you too.
3-1, obviously.
That was dotted.
Oh yeah, what a pitch.
That is a great pitch. Vladdy, you can't throw your bat.
That's
That was in there
nasty.
by too much. I feel like if you're gonna throw your bat and start walking to first, you got to challenge that. Because you
Yeah,
can't.
I feel like he was trying to sell it, maybe,
I
I
just
guess,
feel like you
but
can't really buy a call the same these days. You can and you can't because
no,
if you've
that's
seen
true.
Kirk's framing though, he
Yeah,
had the A's hitters fooled
that's
into not
true.
wanting to challenge based off how good he was framing it.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So
Okay,
then again,
got to get a ball into the outfield here.
you have to
Got to at least get one
or
more.
walk. Good job.
All right, ball for it. Hey, see, I'm okay with Vlad taking bases loaded walk because he ain't trying to do too much.
Yeah,
So
that's a good team role.
that's a great team role. So
Yeah,
love that.
and it's not like you got a bum behind you here.
No, Kazuma Okamoto.
Okamoto.
While he's kind of walking up and stuff,
I feel like I need to start like hitting
Sundays,
like a bow every
yeah,
time I say his name, out of
s-
like pure respect for him because I love him.
yeah, Sunday's matchup.
Most
Either
likely, should we
it's
say
either
Luzardo? Should we say breaking
I
news?
think we'll
It's
say Lazaro Estrada.
should we say
That'll
breaking news? It's Luzardo.
you know what? I'm actually gonna put it in. It's gonna
Yeah,
be Lazaro Estrada.
breaking news. You had it here first.
Um,
Two
and
idiots in a basement say Luzardo
truthfully,
Estrada is
it's
starting
not
someday.
just a stupid
No,
prediction.
it's really not.
I saw a tweet from Keegan Matheson saying he has a locker in the clubhouse this morning, so
Okay,
that's likely the move that's happening.
makes sense.
And like I said, he's got options. He can start. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure he pitched a bit for us last year, didn't he? I thought he did.
I'm the worst at remembering the random guys who play in a season.
I think Estrada pitched a tad last year
Oh,
for us.
Kaz, I was in the dirt.
Last year Estrada threw 7 1/3 with us, gave up 10 earned, so nothing
Ooh,
special. Um, but at least it's against the White Sox, so yeah,
at least.
I think it's 2 out of 3 for Toronto.
Yeah, I would say 2 out of 3 too. A sweep. It kind of like this Colorado series where they haven't won today, they haven't won tomorrow. Um,
And he goes
yeah,
down looking.
he's challenging. Oh my goodness,
I
I
think
can't
he got
believe
caught looking.
I
But
can't believe Okamoto just used that.
if the Jays win this game tonight, they win tomorrow, and they win 2 out of 3 in Chicago.
Yeah, that's bad. No, they're out of
Then
challenges too.
yeah, they are. So if they win 2 out of 3 against the Rockies, 2 out of 3 against the White Sox,
That's you're
they're
good. You're happy.
they're
You're
seven and
real.
two.
Yeah, you're real happy with that.
So and that you know what? That's the thing. I saw an Instagram post, and it's
Nice one.
funny because it was saying it showed the Jays' first 3 series and what's the record need to be, and people are commenting, 6-3 would be perfect, 7-2 would be perfect, and there's people barking and complaining,
It's not good
and
enough.
they're about to be 4-1 after tonight, and it's
Well,
like after last
hopefully.
night they were barking and complaining,
Oh,
and it's like they're 3-1. I'm just saying, guys, they're kind of on the
they're on
pace
that
to be that
pace.
six and
Yeah,
three, 7-2. You, like,
yeah,
let me get this straight. You wanted them to be 6-3 or 7-2. So if you didn't want them losing to the Rockies or the White Sox, you had them losing 2 or 3 or being swept in their opening series by the Athletics.
but
Dumb people,
yeah, really dumb
man.
people.
Like really dumb people.
Yeah,
Like
and it's
think
like,
about what you're saying when you say that. Like you gotta think. Like yeah, no one expected the Jays to sweep the Athletics.
yeah, like that. And after they did sweep the Athletics, I personally was essentially 100% certain they were gonna lose a game to the Rockies.
Oh yeah, I knew it
And
deep down.
did I think that bad? No.
No,
Can you also blame them considering their starter had a potentially season-ending injury? Also, not really. To an extent,
no.
no.
I mean, it the bullpen. I mean, okay. I'm not gonna blame
Oh,
any. I'm just gonna blame one person because it's on Brendan
Brendan
Little.
Little.
He's the one who let that game get out of
Yeah,
hand.
but they also had to use them. The bullpen was too taxed to just keep shuffling guys in and out.
I
And
guess
you can't tax your bullpen that early.
no.
So I think they just had to squeeze outs out of him one way or another. So
Yeah.
at the same, as much as he
What
wasn't
was his
good, I
final
can't
stat line?
really blame him.
Final stat line was 2/3 of an inning, 4 earned. Heineman
It didn't
Heineman
even.
Heineman has a better ERA than Brendan Little.
He has a better ERA than Paul Skeens.
It's actually Spencer Miles got charged with 3 earned, which is kind of tough because he's actually looked pretty good. But
Yeah, I mean,
Varland's looked very good to start the year.
yeah, Varland's been good. I
Um,
mean, he's someone who I could say we expect to be pretty good.
yeah, hundred
Obviously,
percent. The expectations are very high after the playoffs.
he's definitely a top
Um,
bullpen arm right there.
yes, without a doubt. Um, and then yes, like I don't really have much more other than I expect the Jays to go. 2-1 in that Rocky series, in this Rocky series, and then followed up going 2-1 in Chicago.
Yeah,
I would
exactly.
like to see Bargers back at going. Like I said, the at bats have been good, just the results aren't there. So I'd like to see some of those come his way.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to see Vladdy get the power stroke going, get a home run or two by the end of the week would be nice.
Would be very nice.
I don't know if it's just me. He looks like a tad bit rushed in his toe tap.
Vladdy?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you that, and I feel
Um,
like everyone's ears would be better if I didn't give my opinion on that.
maybe that's why you're PO. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, and it's not bad. It just looks like he's very like way more in his knees and like hunched over and then like quick.
Okay.
Which hey, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's just it looks a little bit different, but
Yeah.
if it
Yeah.
works, it works.
I wanted to go through. Typically, there's a post for who won each series. I wanted to just kind of go through that because we're obviously not
Oh
just a
yeah,
Jays podcast here.
yeah. No,
Um,
that is a good
I
point.
did want to just touch on each series here,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess we can just go back and look. Uh, Braves and Royals. Braves took 2 of 3.
Yeah,
Um, bit of just. I mean, the Braves look like they could be a good team. I hope they're a good team.
if they're healthy.
If they're healthy, that's really the main thing with them. The Royals, they'll figure it out. No one's worried. I'm not too worried
Yeah.
about them either.
No.
They're a good team. That's just a tough opponent to start with on both
Yeah,
sides.
and I mean after Monday now, the Royals are 2-2
Yeah,
to
they got
start
the
the
Twins
year,
now.
and that's considering a slow start offensively for a lot of their guys.
Yeah.
Um,
Baltimore, they did the expected. They took 2 of 3 versus the Twins.
yep,
No shocker there. Trevor Rogers, great stuff. Is that the right Rogers?
it is Trevor.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't
Yep.
even care. T. Rogers doesn't even work either because they all are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Rangers,
I
Phillies.
will say
Oh,
super quick, offensively though, Orioles still need to get going because their offense is still not that
yeah.
good.
No, you're right.
Like
Um,
Henderson, Ward, Mayo, O'Neill, Dylan Beavers all hitting under 200
that's kind
at
of
this
rough
point
stuff.
already.
Rangers took 2 of 3 from Philly
Yeah.
in Philly. So that's a bit surprising, but once again, tough opponent for
I
both
mean,
teams.
I can't act too surprised because I took the Rangers to actually win the West.
Okay. I
Um,
feel like Philly can sometimes be a bit of a slow starting team.
yes, 100%. Not even a
Um,
question.
yeah. They had just a tough opponent on both sides. Every
Yep.
game, pretty
Yep.
much every game was close. 5-3, 5-4, and then 8-3 on Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, the Phillies, like you said, are kind of like more like the Leafs of the MLB right now. There's so
Yeah,
much drama around them. They have the star power, but it's just not clicking.
and then
Will it click at some point? Who
yeah,
really knows?
Pirates, Mets take 2 of 3. For the Pirates, a very tough opponent. A very tough opening day, really.
Yeah,
They scored
yeah.
early, but then they didn't have a chance after that for the most part.
No, they didn't. And
Um, and then the
4-2 loss in
a
game
4-2
two
4-2 win. Oh, sorry, yeah, 4-2 loss.
for the
Yeah,
Pirates.
yeah, yeah, my bad.
And then they get the extra inning win on Sunday,
Yeah,
and then
good
they
way to end the series
lose.
for them.
Then they lose 2-0 to Cincinnati, but tonight they're up 6-1. So the Pirates look like
I
they're definitely a better team than
Once
they have
again,
been.
I am rooting for the Pirates.
Yeah, without a
Um,
question.
I would say arguably a shocker of a series was the Reds taking 2 of 3 out of Boston.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
Boston's a team that has high hopes for this season.
yep.
Even with losing Bregman, they're still
Oh, the
they're
hopes
very
are
much
very high,
there.
and the Reds don't have Hunter Green.
No, they don't. Which,
Um,
yeah. But
and
if they can, when's Hunter Green out until? Is he late summer? I think.
yeah, it's a little while,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah. Unfortunately,
Um,
but hey, you know what? If it opens the door for the Pirates, I'm okay with that.
oh,
Oh, smell ya!
yeah, Hunter Goodman.
That
He's
ball was hammered.
he's nasty. He had like 31 bombs last year, and 18 were actually away from Coors Field. He's kind of
Yeah.
nasty.
Swept the Marlins swept the White Sox. Owen Casey walk
No,
off.
they swept the Rockies,
My bad. I saw they're playing the White Sox right now.
and then those same
Yep.
Rockies.
Anyway, Owen Casey had the
That's
walk
a
off.
big
Super
one.
cool.
Yeah, good for him. Honestly,
Also,
it's a great
all
thing.
3 super 1-run games. Two
Yeah,
one,
no,
four
that
three,
was a
four
great
three.
series. Yeah,
Well, I don't know if it was
it was a great
great
series of the
series.
bad series. It was a
Yeah, it
great
was good
series
of
of the bad
bad.
teams.
The
Yeah,
best of the bad.
yeah. Another good, actually good series was Rays and Cardinals.
I was gonna say the best thing about that Marlins Rocky series. Can you guess it? Can you pick up where my head's
of the
going?
Rockies Marlins series.
Yeah, what was the best thing about it?
Oh, I don't know.
It's on the field, but it's not really on the field. It's the Marlins teal uniforms.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that was the best thing
yes,
about that
yes. No,
series.
those
Yeah,
Marlins teal uniforms are some of the
some of
nicest
my
uniforms
favorites.
I've seen in a
Speaking of
while.
which, those Braves New City
I
Connects,
can't believe they're.
but theirs were good. Their first ones were
Well,
great.
that's what I was gonna say. Is I can't believe they're switching City Connect. Some teams just got theirs last year, and they're already
Yeah,
starting to switch
I
them.
don't get why they're switching them so
I don't
often,
want them to
especially when
switch
they're
the
good.
Jays. Like the Jays are sick.
Yeah, I like the Jays, and I would rather not have a jersey that just got discontinued like that.
Yeah, because they're
Because you
sick.
could say it's rare, but it's like, okay, well, they used them for 2 3 years. Like,
And yeah,
I would rather have an old like T-Birds jersey.
yeah, exactly. The Rays 9-7 loss against the Cardinals, 6-5
Yeah,
loss, and then 11-7 win. They were slugging the ball around the field, and then they beat the Brewers
yeah, I think
3-2 yesterday, and they're up 2-0 on the Brewers
wow.
tonight.
So I think their pitching kind of killed them in the first series, but now it's kind of reviving
The
them.
Brewers are bums. I love
Shout out your brother,
it. um,
huh?
Shane McClanahan's back though, and I'm
Is
so
he?
happy for that because he's electric to
Okay.
watch pitch.
Yeah.
Um,
No, he is. Um,
the
Cubs
Brewers,
Cubs lost 2 out of 3 to Washington. That's another shocker.
yeah, Washington again. Like
They
they've
scored a
just
lot.
come out hot.
They scored. They won 10-4, lost 10-2, and then won 6-3.
Washington's the best offensive team in baseball by runs per game at 7.8.
I'm sure we all expected that, right?
Average at 299,
With
a
that
479 slug to start the year. Like Brady House has started really
with
hot.
that with that heater of a lineup they got going
Did you
on.
did you see Joey Weimer started 10 for 10
Yeah,
and he's
that's
hitting
insane.
so his average is at 800 for a smooth 2446 OPS. But
Shout
I
out
mean,
whoever is playing him in Road to the Show right
yeah.
now,
I
because this is the real life Road
yeah,
to the
I'm
Show.
just going to say though like
Except it's not 10 bombs, so it's not
yeah,
really Road to the
this
Show.
is exactly why opening weekend doesn't mean a thing because the Nats
No,
are not going to be good at all.
and
They're going to
he'll
be absolutely
and
terrible.
Weimer will be hitting under 200 by the
Oh
time you can
yeah,
blink your
yeah,
eyes.
he will.
But
That's just baseball for you.
I will say, I don't know if this is a good or bad thing to say. I feel like it's a good thing just because Toronto's included. But seeing the post of undefeated teams and it's just kind of Yankees, Dodgers, Blue Jays.
Yeah,
The
it was
baseball
so
felt
fun to see.
kind of right in that moment.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
did.
gonna lie,
It
because
felt
as much as I hate the Yankees and Dodgers, and the Jays didn't play them, so it didn't matter, right?
yeah.
But
I think the biggest difference is we're actually good from the start this year.
yeah,
We weren't
seeing
last year.
seeing the big three be the big three, it's like, all right,
Yeah,
baseball's back.
yeah,
Like,
and it's like yeah, for a lot of people and still us, it's like oh the Dodgers are undefeated again to start the year. Oh, but it's like for not
what do you
obviously
do?
we're Jays fans, so seeing the Jays is fun and
Yeah,
exciting. But for other people, they're like,
but it's kind of
okay,
worrying.
they're like something different.
It's also kind of
Um,
worrying to see the Jays
yeah,
do this good to start the year.
just a tad. Mariners Guardians they split their series 2-2. Guardians won 6-4 and 6-5. Mariners won 5-1 and 8-0.
Yep,
And then they gave the Yankees their first loss of the year 2-1.
that was sweet.
Cal Raleigh walked it
That
off.
was
I've never
sweet.
been so happy to see Cal Raleigh do something. But
Yep.
Emerson Hancock had 9 strikeouts in his first start. That was game 4 of that series. Brian Wu, I believe, also had like 8 or 9 strikeouts in his first start. Yeah, he had
Nasty.
9 strikeouts. Brian Wu started the third game of that series, which is crazy. 6 strikeouts for George Kirby. And then their opening day starter, Logan Gilbert, had 7.
Okay.
And then Luis Castillo, starting game 5 of the season, which is insane. He had 7 Ks against the Yankees.
Yeah, I
So
did see that.
the Mariners are not going anywhere. They're going to be
No.
very good again.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a team to watch out for. And
Or what do you have?
no, I was just going to say something completely unnecessary. So
Oh, go for it. No, let's hear it.
no, I was gonna quickly be like, okay, so I had the Rangers winning the AL West. They're there right now. I had the Jays in a wild card spot. They're leading the
All
division.
right. Yeah. No.
That's why
No.
I just wasn't gonna
I
say
should have
it.
just kept going.
I also got the Mets
Okay.
winning then at least, so
Well,
I'm
a
screwed.
team I want to see pick up, and I'm sure they will. The Padres. They've been off to a slow start
How
offensively.
they actually haven't even paid
Yeah,
attention
yeah.
to
They
them.
scored 3 and 2 runs, I believe.
Uh Yeah, I don't like to see
They'll pick
that.
up, but they got Logan Webb tonight, who's not going to be easy.
No.
But
And I think the most concerning thing is it's not like they're hitting for average and not catching runs. I mean,
not hitting, period.
their
They're
best
striking
hitter
out.
right now is Ramon Laureano.
They're striking out a lot.
Yeah, Gavin
But
Sheets doesn't have a hit in 10 at bats. Machado 167, Tatis 214, Castellanos. That's their problem. They picked up Nick Castellanos. Like he, oh my
there hasn't been
goodness.
enough bad stuff going around in the world for him to be good.
Apparently, like whenever there's a free agent of like somewhat okay caliber, like some guy that in some way might be able to help your team, you want to get him. And usually you can make a case for almost any free agent to get excited about them playing for you. Nick Castellanos, I can say, congrats to him. He's the first guy that I absolutely did not want on this team.
Can I make, and I don't know how accurate this is because I'm gonna dip into hockey here. I'm gonna
Oh,
make a
year
player comparison.
of Castellanos.
Yeah, Corey
Okay.
Perry.
Mm,
Corey Perry at the
Corey
deadline.
Perry's actually good.
Is
That's
he?
that's the
Is he still
difference.
good?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Okay,
Like
never
he's
mind
been in the
then.
Stanley Cup final each of the last like 6 years.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's good.
No, but he has been.
Okay,
He's
but
actually he's actually been good.
hasn't he lost a lot of those?
Yeah, he's like been on the losing side every time, pretty much. But
Okay,
like
maybe
he's for
that's the
being
only
his
reason I
age,
thought.
he has been very good.
Okay, that's the
I
only.
do see where you were going
I knew
there.
he lost a lot of cups. That's the only reason I thought of
Yeah,
that
if
comparison.
Perry wasn't playing well, then yeah, it'd be a good comparison. But just
Okay,
because Perry's playing well,
and
but
just an older guy
um,
who's kind of been around a little bit lately.
yeah, but since you kind of bring us into hockey, Brad Treliving's been fired by the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
Very weird timing, but I'm so happy it's finally done.
Hopefully Tyson's aware of that now.
And Ian.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
But it had to be done, and
He
it
probably had to
happened.
get his phone to read it to him.
Yeah. And then this was like a couple hours before the Leafs in Anaheim, and I will give props to Radko Gudas.
Oh, for just taking his beating?
He was
Yeah.
he's injured, and he dressed for the game just to go out there and take the beating. He didn't even throw a fight at Domi. Domi just
He didn't throw a punch
ragdolled
at
him.
Domi.
Yeah. What did I say?
You said he didn't throw a fight at him.
My bad. He didn't throw a punch at Domi at all. And
Yeah.
I was thinking of the next thing I was going to say about Pizzetta wanting to fight him. That's why I said
Okay.
that. But Pizzetta got a game misconduct because he was trying so hard to injure Gudis and fight him that the refs just kicked him out, which I'm sorry. I think that's bullshit. That Gudis didn't get fully kicked out of the game for injuring Matthews. And then when guys are just trying to get the guy back, and Pizzetta wasn't even like, he was just trying to get him to fight.
I mean,
Like, I think a
I don't
game
know.
misconduct's a bit
I don't know.
unnecessary.
I wasn't watching.
But
I just saw the clip of Gudis and all the comments were saying like respect to him for just doing
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I think I wonder
Another
I
hit
want
for Heineman.
MVP. I wonder what the I wonder kind of what like the thought process is. Is he? Do you think like he's in his head going like, yeah, I got to go do this. Like I messed up, or do you
Yeah, I
think it's
think
kind of
so.
like, okay, I wasn't sure if it'd be like the coaching
Yeah.
staff being like, you're going out there, you got to fight him. Like
No,
you did
I
this,
think
man.
that's fully good as being like, yeah, I messed up.
Dirty play,
I gotta go like
dirty play.
take my
I'll go take
punishment.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it's also the public image too. Like he's not trying
Okay.
to seem like a little.
Yeah.
It is kind of a coincidence that he happened to get injured, but he is actually injured. But he didn't want that to affect it. He wanted to go out there
Okay.
and take
So
it.
that's just like him. Good. I don't want to say good, but like a hockey respect thing.
Yeah,
Sort
yeah,
of.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
And so I had the game on my TV, and um, I put like my sleep timer on. I put the volume down, just kind of fell asleep with it in the background. Leafs are down like 3-1. I'm like, yeah, they're not gonna
Oh
win.
yeah.
I wake up in the morning and I'm like, brush my teeth, and I see like 5-4 overtime comeback. I'm like, what? I
Yeah.
look at the score. The Leafs came back and win in overtime. I'm like, dude, stop winning, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like. They're finally playing half decent when they have no Matthews. They don't have their freaking left eyeball to see the damn puck. They don't have the right skate to take a right hand turn, and they're winning hockey games. And they can't draw. Like they are only 4, maybe 5 points away with 7 games left to play from being bottom 5, and they just keep finding a way to win.
Yeah.
Like seriously, play with an empty net.
It's bad enough they were collected the point as is, no, to get the overtime.
Yeah, like ideally you want to just be losing in regulation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The one thing I was thinking, because the most I see from the Leafs is on their Instagram.
Yeah.
Right? How painful does it got to be as a social media team hyping up a team when they score, when they win, when everyone knows they're in the
Yeah.
tanking position?
Yeah.
How
No,
awkward does it have to be typing "Let's go Leafs win"
they've got to
when it's
just,
like,
you know what they probably did? They probably went, okay, we're tanking, so I'm going to make a Google Doc. Tank schedule, and they have
yeah,
all their phrases in there, and it's just copy and paste. Because
but
yeah, no, I can do
I
it.
I mean, then again, the media. Well, no, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say the media people probably don't really care about the team, but then again, if you're working for a sports team, you probably do actually care about that team.
You know what's been really nice is since they've started tanking, the media has been dead silent.
Well, yeah, because there's nothing to talk about.
But it's
But
just been so
give
nice.
it give it just 2-3 more days probably, and then they'll start coming out saying how they can't tank properly. It's Toronto media. They're going to pick something.
No, yeah, they'll like like they were picking out how the Leafs sent down Bo Grew, and it was they were trying to make a big story out of it. It wasn't a big story. It was simply they wanted him to be able to go down to the AHL for the playoffs down there
Yeah,
without having to clear waivers. It's literally the right thing to do so you
yeah,
don't lose him because he's probably going to be a contributor next year. So they need to
yeah.
have him.
On the bright side,
Mr. Brightside.
um, Maple Leaf Square, or not what it will be called, it will still be in use this spring.
Oh
The
yeah, they're
Raptors are going to the
no, it's
playoffs.
not called Maple Leaf Square.
No, that's why I said it's not going to be called that.
And what's it going to be
Jurassic
called?
Park. No,
Jurassic
I know
Park.
that.
I want.
I'm
I
just
kind of want to go to that too. I mean, I don't really care for basketball,
well,
but
I don't either. So maybe I can swing us some tailgate tickets. I would actually love to go to that because
yeah, no, it's
basketball could be cool in the sense of like someone hits a sick ass three
yeah, like
or something like that.
playoff basketball is
You
pretty
know.
cool.
So I will keep an eye open for that kind of stuff because I would actually enjoy going to
What a
that.
start for Scherzer! 6 innings, one earned on 4 hits, one walk, 4 strikeouts. His 298th career quality start.
Only 83 pitches. He could have kept going if they really wanted.
That's a fantastic first start.
That's amazing stuff.
If he can
But
do that all year, that'd be great. But yeah, no, back to the basketball.
maybe we should
Um,
follow the Raptors just a little bit. I don't think they're projected to go deep,
no,
but I
they're
think they can
not.
make it
But
at least past the first round.
pretty sure it's their first time back in the playoffs in a little bit.
I think so too.
So I would definitely once the playoffs are like right around the corner and they started, we'll definitely keep tabs on
I'll
that.
keep tabs a little bit.
Yeah, we'll
That'd
keep
be cool.
tabs.
That'd
We'll
be
we'll
cool.
take our
It's
chance at
always
getting
cool
Jurassic Park tickets.
when a team in your favorite city's in the playoffs.
Yeah, like it brings the city alive, even if it
Yeah,
is basketball or like realistically, it's NBA, NHL, MLB. Like those are the ones for Toronto that get the city going. Like
yeah, exactly.
MLS isn't going to do that.
CFL is
I
not
mean,
going
the
to do that.
Argonauts do a little bit,
Maybe a little,
but
but
not much. But whenever any of NBA, NHL, the Raptors, Leafs, or Jays get going, the city gets buzzing.
I hate to say it, kind of, just because it's the sport I follow least, but the Raptors, they've brought in the greatest thing to the city in a while with the win and that parade.
Yeah,
I
see,
hate to say it.
you know what's
I
crazy?
know that Jays one would have been 10 times
You
better,
know what's crazy
but
is I've had conversations with some people that have actually said that they think the Jays losing in Game 7 was almost better for the city
part of me almost
than in their
I
run
will
than the
I
Raptors
will say
winning.
part of me did almost bite my tongue saying that because I was thinking that too. And from my personal
Yeah,
standpoint, I would say the Jays run was way cooler.
I'd say it was because truthfully, I didn't go really downtown when the Raptors had their whole thing,
No,
and I
no.
know it brought Canada together, but I think the Jays did it to a whole another level
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like
because the Jays, like I don't know, but I'm pretty sure their stretch of not being to the championship might have been longer. It might not have been,
I don't know.
but regardless, it was
I don't
it was coming out of
I
nowhere.
actually don't think it was because the Raptors
I
2019 was
think
their first
yeah, I
championship.
think you're right. But for the Jays, it's coming out
Either
of
way.
nowhere. Everyone,
Yeah.
it wasn't even everyone bandwagoning. It was more so just everyone actually just started to care. I don't care. It
Dude,
was sick.
it was a progressively growing rally from July.
Yeah, and I made a joke when we were at the game. I obviously bought a new jersey because I wanted the
Yes.
patch. This is like my
I will
sixth or seventh jersey
Okay,
that I
man, shut
have.
up. I will
That
be
I
getting a
actually
jersey
didn't
too.
say that as a joke.
I know. Well,
Because all I need is a powder blue and a gray, and I have every color. But that's kind of my
are
goal.
you ever gonna get a gray?
It'll be the last
Just to
one I get in
complete
like
the
5 years,
just to
maybe.
do the Thanos.
Yeah. But so anyways, I'm getting my jersey and I walk out, I'm like, wow, I see a lot of people buying jerseys. It's almost like they just became fans last year. And it's
Yeah.
like I said that as a joke, but it's like It is true, but at the same time, they're not like leaving. Like they're
Yeah.
coming back. They're getting a jersey. Now they're cheering on the
Yeah.
team in regular
I was gonna
season.
say if those people can be fans all this season, they're good. They're
Exactly.
good.
Like, you know what? You've come back. You bought yourself a jersey. Like
Yep.
you're financially in.
Yep. If you
So,
followed the team in playoffs last year and then you have no idea what's going on now,
and you're gonna
I
cheer again come the playoffs.
I hate you. I
Yeah.
hate you.
Yep.
Even my girlfriend follows
Influencers.
now. She knows what's going on.
Every time I go to my girlfriend's, her mom starts talking about the Jays
Same
before I
with my
do.
girlfriend's mom.
It's
Yep.
awesome.
Yep. And it's like, yep, I did this.
Yep.
I turned you into who you are today.
Like,
not actually.
like,
yeah, no.
And I think the other thing too is like I don't know about your situation, but Madeline's parents and her, like, they all understand what baseball, like, how much I love it and
Yeah.
always have, and how much I love the Jays.
Mm-hmm.
So they've taken it on themselves to understand it more and be more interested, which is just the greatest thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, you can't ask for anything else than to walk in to, your, whether it's a friend or it is like your girlfriend or
Yep.
significant other, whatever, and you
Yeah.
walk in and the first thing they are is excited about something you love and kind of brought more to them. It's the best.
Originally, when you mentioned situation, I thought you were going to be like, "Oh, I get beat too," sort of thing, which is it sucks. But you made a very good point in that also, because like my girlfriend has assumed probably like 3 times now that I'm going to the game. I had a family thing Saturday, and every single person asked me if I was at the game Friday night. And I'm like, no, guys, sorry, I wasn't this time. I'm going Sunday. Is that good enough for you?
That's kind of the reputation we set for ourselves last year.
We set the bar real damn high.
And like, I'm not kidding when I say it was about 25 games we went to. And
I don't regret a single
truthfully,
dollar I spent.
I said I wasn't going Monday, and then when I was at work, I searched up tickets.
You
And
did search up tickets.
In my defense, $50 for 26th row from the field.
I'm glad we didn't pay that for last
I'm glad
night,
we
though.
didn't.
But
last year we probably would have.
Oh my goodness! Are you kidding?
Last year we would have, and that's where, like, obviously we're not doing the same thing this year. Also, I know we did say that we were gonna vlog a Jays game. We will get that out. We wanted to.
I didn't even think about that.
I thought about it, but I didn't mention it because it's the first game back. We want to fully enjoy it and embrace it, and not have to worry about a vlog.
I'm glad
so
we did that.
Next time we go, if it's the
We can
Gate
try to.
14 game, we probably won't. But the next game we go to, the Gate 14 game is June 22nd. Other than that, the next game we go to, we'll try and get a vlog out for you guys. I'm not sure if it'll be before that game or if it'll be after, later in the summer.
That game.
What?
It'll be before then.
Well, ideally, but I also have my trip I'm going on, so
you'll be
that
fine.
might throw a red. But
You'll
we'll
be
figure
fine.
We'll figure it out.
You're making big boy bucks now.
We'll figure it out, and we'll get it out on Instagram so you guys are aware of it.
But no, it felt great.
Yeah,
did feel great to be back. I'm out.
It felt so good to be back. I walked in and I literally was like, I know exactly where I'm going here.
I know this place.
Like, this is
home. Speaking of which, to you people out there, I bought mac and cheese for $11. Best like value to portion to quality I've ever gone at the Rogers Center outside of Looney Dogs. Nothing will ever beat Looney Dogs. But
even then, for the quality you're getting, it's almost better. Like,
I'll take a $1 hot dog.
Like, I'm not a mac and cheese. Like, I'm a mac and cheese guy. I'm a picky mac. I'm a picky mac and cheese guy.
That was great stuff.
Like, if it's a weird type of cheese, I don't like it. Fair, like, whatever.
I can see that.
Was. I had a tiny bite and it was unbelievable. I will be getting it. It is in right field.
The catch bar.
The catch bar up against the back wall. Go get it. Fantastic. Stuff. Good serving. $11.
I would 20 out of 20 times I would rather get that than an $8 slice of pizza or $20 chicken tenders.
Oh, 100%. And I mean, that's the thing is everything is so expensive. When you said that was $11, I'm like, buddy, you're going to be getting like a little sorbet cup of mac and cheese.
Well, I made
and it was actually like okay.
I made sure to look before I paid.
You did.
I'm like, there's got to be a catch.
For those of you that have,
at the catch bar, so that's why there's going to be a catch.
For those of you that haven't seen it, it would be comparable to like if you've ever had Harvey's like large poutine. If you were to make that box like circular, it's
I've
kind
actually
of
never
similar to
had
that.
Arby's.
Or if you've ever had like Mary Brown's poutine, it's similar to
Never
that.
had that.
I'm trying to think of like a classic Tupperware square dish, round
Sure.
it off and
You know
make it the
what?
slightest bit wider. That's probably
You
it.
know what? That was the best
And it's about
comparison.
like probably that deep, I'd
It's
say.
good stuff.
So
Worth it. And they
it's
fill it.
yeah, they
They
fill it.
fill it.
So it's a good enough serving. I didn't have any, but I mean Judah and our other buddy,
Generously gave you a bite.
our other yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
said that.
Just making sure we know who did
Yeah,
it.
but like Judah and Ricky both like
Yeah.
weren't necessarily like maybe not full, but they were satisfied after they had
I
it. They
mugged
said,
it.
yeah. So
Yeah.
definitely go check that out. They got some new food options all around the stadium as well.
Do they?
Yeah, the
Ah.
prices are not as
I wouldn't.
generous on those. Well, sorry, they are generous, but generously high. Like a
Yeah.
brisket quesadilla is like $25. Sounds gas, but it's
Does
very
sound. I
expensive.
might get that one time.
Yeah, I don't even
But
know. Most I've spent on food at a Jays game is the refillable popcorn for
we
13
always
bucks.
go to Don's after.
Yeah,
That's our thing.
yeah, it
But
is.
I'm all out of stuff.
Yeah, I don't really have
Um,
anything else. But I can't lie. I kind of like this slightly longer pod
I don't mind it,
compared to two a week. It's
especially
also
when we can
easier
have a
on
game
us.
on in the background.
Yeah, that too.
Makes a great
Um,
difference.
definitely helps.
But
And
hope,
it's just easier on us and our schedules
yeah,
too. But
hopefully when we come back, the Jays are 7-2.
yes, I
If
would
not, it's
appreciate
not the
that.
end of the world. If they're better than that, like oh boy.
Yeah.
But
Since we kind of have a better idea now, because last time we talked, we said we weren't sure about the pod timing. Likely gonna be
film Tuesday,
film
release
Tuesday,
Thursday,
release Wednesday,
Wednesday.
probably Wednesday, I think, because if
Doesn't
we're
matter.
recapping the previous week, you
That's a good
probably
point.
want to know Wednesday. So,
Yeah.
and then the idea, like we said, next Wednesdays we'll be covering the entirety of the Rocky series and the White Sox series, and then
Yep.
while we're filming, they'll be in the midst of
I
the
don't even
rematch
know.
with the Dodgers. So
Gotcha.
he's out.
Ooh,
What a
nice pickoff.
pick by
All
Fisher!
right.
He's gonna have a year.
That's all for me. I got to
Yeah,
piss.
that's all for me. I do
So
too. So we will talk to you guys
we will do
next
that
week.
at the same time.